Hey everybody, Aaron here from Comic Booked, and today I've got a brick of the brand new Spider-Man Beyond Amazing Heroclix set that we're going to open up. Plus, well, a brick plus an extra pack, and then I've already opened four because I did a pre-release and a release event, so I have some pieces already that I'll kind of go through with you as well. But some really neat stuff in this set. I got a really cool. I'll show you when we're looking at them, but I got a really cool chase and a super rare from my last opening, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, we'll see what we get out of here. This is supposed to be a good brick. The case that we opened for the release event was like, I guess some of the cases are exactly the same, and so they had opened a case up at another store and had seen this already. So when they opened the one brick of this case, they were like, "Oh, well, these are exactly the same pieces. That means that other brick has a lot of good stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, I'll buy it." Okay, so we'll see what's in here, and hopefully we get some good stuff. All right, so you know how we do this. If you've watched any of my videos before, if you haven't, please go back and watch them. I would really appreciate that. But yeah, we open up the boxes and look at each piece. I show you the sculpts. We go over the cards, and I kind of talk about their different abilities, maybe some cool combos and that kind of stuff. Since I've already played with this a couple of times, I can kind of talk about some of the plays that I've seen with them, which is cool. So I'm going to set this whole thing. I'm going to open it first, and my handy dandy slicer cut things open, and just talk about this as we go. So this is the next Marvel set. The Marvel sets come out hot and heavy. We just had the last Marvel set was boy oh boy. I don't remember. So we had Batman team up, right? Before that, we had I can't remember. Yeah, but there was a Marvel set before that. Anyway, so there's another Marvel set already queued up, and they are looking at that. And the DC set takes a little longer, so I guess there's not going to be another DC set for a while. Oh, can't forget each of the bricks comes with a legacy card, so we'll check out what that is. Um, I guess in the older sets, the legacy card was always the same, but in the new sets, it could be different. So I have seen a couple different ones. Sorry, lots of crinkling. A couple different ones so far. I saw a Carnage one, and we'll see what's in this one. So let's open it up and find out. What is it? It is Peter the Hunter. Well, that's cool. So Peter the Hunter, I've never seen this one. Sinister Syndicate, Spider-Man family, Animal, and Warrior. Enslaved Kravenoffs. The bystanders printed on this card are Kravenoffs, and then for free you can generate a Kravenoff bystander that hasn't already been generated this game. Sorry, really hard to read with all the foil. But this is number LO39B, L039B. So it's got a pretty decent dial there. You can see he's got 7 movement with charge. Interesting. Oh, it opens up. Fancy. Okay, maybe it opens up. There we go. It's all shiny and foily. It's so foily. So you can see the different bystander tokens. Anna, Sasha, Alyosha, and Vladimir Kravinoff, and each one has their own abilities. So you can see here, please end this, is the built-in power. At the beginning of the turn, gain mission points equal to the number of trophy tokens Peter the Hunter has. Super senses, but only succeeds on a 6 with Spider-Man team ability and Sinister Syndicate team ability. When this character makes an attack, you may replace its attack value with the printed attack value of an adjacent friendly character that can use this team. So that's cool. So how does he get a trophy token? Let's see. Legacy card. Nope. That just says legacy card corresponds with a HeroClix figure from a past HeroClix set release. If played using the legacy card, a legacy card character is considered modern legal with the set whose set symbol is shown on the legacy card. If a legacy card for a character has different point values, different symbols, and or team abilities in the dial or the figure, they use those shown on the legacy card instead. So this is 15th anniversary What If number 039 2017. I'll have to see if I can find one of those, and it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know what. It doesn't say how he gets a trophy token, so I'll have to look that up and try to figure out how he gets those. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So the legacy cards are neat because it does let you recycle older characters, but I don't think I got any of the 2017 What If sets. So anyway, that's neat. I did get Eunice the Untouchable, or Unis or Eunice. I ordered one of him, and I had got the legacy card, I think, from the Batman team up set. So I did have that. I'm going to set some of these aside so we have some room to work, and we'll keep these all of these from the brick separate from the one that and I'll open this one first, the one that's not part of the brick. All right. Just set a couple of these right over here. We'll start with this one. So I'm going to go ahead with the set itself and show you the ones that I've already pulled. So there's a J. Jonah Jameson and a Mary Jane. And these are pretty good support characters. I'll go through the cards with you. So Jameson has Rally. He has Spider-Man family, celebrity, politician, and reporter. Pretty short dial, but for a normal human, that's okay. 16 defense, 9 attack, 10 as he gets angrier. And then he has outwit or perplex, right? Perplex, and then he goes to willpower on the last two with precision strike for his attack on the last two clicks. So he has a rally, any roll of a 1, and this is for free. Remove one of J. Jonah Jameson's rally dice. If you do, this turn when an opposing character uses super senses, they only succeed on a roll of a 6. So that's pretty nice. And then his rally dice, this is blue, so it's going to only work on friendly attack rolls. So a friendly attack roll that rolls a 1, he'll get a die for each one that's rolled. It's pretty neat. All right. And then Mary Jane has the same thing with the rally. And then when a friendly character with Spider-Man team ability uses super senses, you may remove one of Mary Jane's rally dice to re-roll it. So that's kind of nice. It gives you a probability control basically for the super senses. So that's nice because you can't probability super senses. So she has Spider-Man team ability, of course. And then combat reflexes, willpower, support, and prob control, which is awesome. And then her dial is about the same as Jameson's. She's a little weaker, I think, because he actually is a 16 down to a 15, but she's a 16, 15, 14. And then 9, 8, with she flips back and forth there between prob control and support. So that's awesome. And then there's Spider Gwen, and Spider Gwen has the wall crawler team ability, or wall crawler ability, sorry, not team ability, which is really nice because it gives her leap climb. Plus, for free, you can place this character in a square of different elevation within 4 squares and line of fire. So that is actually a great ability because that means it's an instant breakaway. She doesn't have to break away. You can move from being adjacent to something, boom, 4 spaces away, as long as it's a different elevation. So you want to watch the map and you want to place her in the right area. But this has been really a great ability. I used her with the Spider-Man that I got, and that was very cool. So let's see, we'll find her here. Here's her sculpt, Spider-Gwen, and then there's Venom. And we'll take a look at the Venom card here. All right, so yeah, let's finish up Spider-Gwen. She has drive-by webbing as well, and when she uses sidestep, then she can use sidestep, and when she's given a move action after resolutions, you may give an action token to an opposing character she moved through during that action. So she swung through, webbed them on her way, which is really cool, I think. So yeah, she's got 8 movement with that special ability all the way down her dial. She's got 10 attack with incapacitate, and then she's got 18 down to 17 for defense with willpower. Outwit on her first two clicks, and then down to Super Sense, or Range Combat Expert, sorry, on there. Plus, she has Spider-Man team abilities, so Super Sense is on 6. Venom, he has Sinister Syndicate, Spider-Man Family, Symbiote, and Monster. So both Spider-Man team ability and Sinister Syndicate. I know your secrets, Parker, is his overall ability. That's Precision Strike and Steel Energy. When opposing character uses super senses after resolutions, you may heal Venom 1 click. It's pretty cool because there's a lot of super senses in this set. Sinister Syndicate, of course, that team ability. And then his dial is pretty beefy. He starts with 10 movement and charge, down to 7 movement with plasticity in the lower levels. He has super strength, down to blades and claws and fangs. 18 with invulnerability. Yep, and down to toughness, and then exploit weakness down to battle fury, which is really cool. So he's pretty decent for 50 points. Yeah, Gwen was 50 points as well. All right, we get into the next one. Sorry, some of these guys I just didn't have sleeves for yet, so they're all lumped in here. I actually had quite a few towards the new set out of the 4 boosters that I've opened so far. So, all right, so get these out of here. So then there's Hydro Man. Hydro Man has a great sculpt. I love the blue crystally looking paint. It's pretty awesome. And then there's Aunt May, another great support character. All right, so Hydro Man, he has Rally of 6 and Shape Change. And when he uses it, after resolutions, generate a water terrain marker. And then for free, you can remove one of his Rally dice, place him in a square with one of his water terrain markers. If you do, remove the marker and heal him 1 click. Very nice. Um, and it's a free movement, so you can do one once per turn. And then he has Liquid Form on his defense down on his last 3 clicks, which gives him barrier, regeneration, and toughness. All right. Then he also has Sinister Syndicate team ability and all of these different things: running shot, charge, pulse wave, quake, invulnerability, exploit weakness, and close combat expert. So pretty decent dial for 40 points on his red line and 75 on his green line. And then Aunt May, she also has a rally die for 6, and that's on your opponents. Yeah, opposing attack rolls. Whenever they roll a 6, she gets a dice. When she uses support, after rolling, you may remove one of her rally dice to choose one. Do not have the result, or all other friendly characters adjacent to Aunt May are also heal the result. If the target character has Spider-Man team ability, you may choose both. That is amazing. So for only 3 clicks of damage, she's only 10 points, but she's pretty powerful when it comes to healing. And Spider-Man team ability too. So willpower and support, pretty nice, really, for 10 points. I think she should be a part of any team. So next up then is Miles Morales. You can see him there, scrunched down with the mask coming off. Then there's Mr. Negative. Sorry, that doesn't come through really great. Sculpt. There we go. And then finally is just regular old Gwen Stacy. Kind of like the Mary Jane, right? So Miles has Wall Crawler again, same ability, and then Adaptive Camouflage on his movement for a couple clicks. And he's got Sidestep and Stealth then. 50 points or 25, you can play him on either level. And he's got Spider-Man team ability and team player, so he can copy another team ability. And then those abilities on his card. All right, Mr. Negative is interesting. He is Magia, Sinister Syndicate, Martial Artist, and Politician. He's got an interesting dial. So some of these underworld characters can switch back and forth. There's a Kingpin that can do the same thing, but he has shape change, and then for free, you can turn Mr. Negative's dial to the same click number of a different color. So you can either use him kind of on offense or defense, which is nice. He's got the underworld team ability, so he can carry 1, but only to carry a character that shares a keyword, or carry 2, but only to carry characters that share a keyword and are lower points. So you can see his dials pretty similar number-wise from one side to the other, although in the lower dials he has a little more attack and defense there. But you can play him either with the mind control, charge, or stealth. Um, you can play him with whatever that is, telekinesis, blades of claws and fangs, or steel energy and mastermind, or steel energy, sorry, mastermind, or combat reflexes, and then down to defend and support or leadership and empower on the front of the one dial. So kind of interesting, a little more strategy built into using that character. And then Gwen Stacy, she's Spider-Man family and celebrity. A Gwen through space and time. When Gwen Stacy would be KO'd by an opponent's attack, instead you may replace her with a character with the Agwengers trait on their last non-KO click. This game, that character can't be healed, and when it's KO'd, it scores 30 points instead. And she's protected from Pulse Wave. So she's only 20 points, but she does have Spider-Man team ability, which gives her super senses on a 6, and she has super senses on the first couple clicks of her dial, combat reflexes, leadership, and shape change. All right. Now, other than that, I did get these other characters, which I haven't put away yet. Let's see. So Silver Sable, I'll show you the sculpt. Pretty neat. Silver Sable's number 23. She has Heroes for Hire, Spider-Man family, assassin, martial artist, soldier, and spy. I hired you to do a job at the beginning of the game. Choose another friendly character to be Silver Sable's mercenary this game. Perplex, but only to target her mercenary regardless of range and line of fire. So that's actually really neat. She has Simarcanian military territory and combat reflexes, mastermind, and toughness. You can see that's on the first 3 clicks of her dial there for defense. Spider-Man team ability, and all that fancy crap on her card there. All right. And 60 points. Then we have Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, right? Very cool. I think she's still Jessica Drew. Spider-Woman has Avengers, Hydra, Shield, Sword, Spider-Man family, and Detective and Spy. Wall crawler, leap, climb, and same ability. Then she has Venom Blast as well on her attack all the way down. Incapacitate, but also deals normal damage, so that's pretty nice. You see, she's got a beefy dial, 75 to 45, and Shield and Spider-Man. So with the Shield team ability, adjacent friendly characters modify their range +1. And you give her a power action and choose an adjacent friendly character. Once this turn, that chosen character modifies its damage +1 when making a ranged attack. So it's range +1 and damage +1 if you do give her a power action. All right. Next, Beetle, one of the we call them rogues. I don't know, sinister syndicate folks. A neat sculpt. I really like the way the clear wings show out underneath the regular beetle wings. That's pretty neat. They did a good job with that. He is one of the rares. Has a rally die of 6 when the friendly character that's adjacent or has the Sinister Syndicate team ability attacks. You may remove one of Beetle's rally dice to re-roll their attack roll. And then we've got to work together. He has leadership. When a friendly character with Sinister Syndicate would remove a rally die, they may instead remove a rally die from another friendly character with Sinister Syndicate instead. You see, he's got a pretty neat dial going down. A lot of cool stuff there. Sinister Syndicate team ability, of course, replacing attack value, sidestep, running shot, energy explosion, poison. Poison's always fun. Penetrating psychic blast, toughness, energy shield, deflection, and perplex. How about Doctor Strange? Steven, he's holding some dinner plates there. He's getting ready to set the table. Awesome. A doctor and a waiter. He's got Avengers, Defenders, Marvel Knights, Midnight Suns, and Mystical. Mystic team ability. I always like to have a Mystic team ability, because that means when they take a click of damage, or they have damage done to them. That attacking character takes a click as well, and that is unstoppable damage. So Shield of the Seraphim, that is the good China, I guess. Energy shield deflection and invincible. And when Doctor Strange takes damage from an opponent's attack, give him a broken spell token. If Doctor Strange has 3 or more broken spell tokens, he can't use energy shield or deflection or invincible. Huh. Okay, interesting. It's got a pretty good dial for 75 points. Excuse me. He also has shielding my allies, defend. If Doctor Strange can use energy shield deflection, adjacent friendly characters can also use energy shield and deflection. Of course, Mystic team ability, uncopyable, unfortunately, and then those things on his dial. All right, Daredevil. And this is the upside down handstand Daredevil. Pretty cool click, or pretty cool, yeah, click. Right, and he's another rare. Um, Heroes for Hire, Marvel Knights, Spider-Man Family, The Hand, and Martial Artist. A good night's work is his first 4 clicks there for attack for damage. Stealth, once per turn when Daredevil hits with a close attack. After resolutions, he may immediately move up to 4 squares and make a closer attack, either close attack and a closer attack. Close attack targeting a different opposing character, so like he bounces off and can hit somebody else. Pretty nice dial again for 75 points. He has Devil of Hell's Kitchen, Outwit, but may target a character regardless of line of fire. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is his overall ability, and then this is his damage ability, right? Yeah, that's his star. That's his damage ability. So on the first few clicks, he has Outwit, but may target a character regardless of line of fire. Very nice. And then you see the powers there on his card. All right. Vulture. I really like this sculpt. I like the detail. I love the helmet. The wings were very cool. That's a classic, kind of pose for him as well, coming down, swooping down. Very neat. And that was one of the super rares I got. He has a rally of 6, and for free, you can remove one of Vulture's rally dice to move up to 6 squares. And after resolutions, you may choose a standard character he moved through or adjacent to during this turn or this action and place that character adjacent to him. So, like, he swooped down, grabbed somebody, picked them up, and brought them with him wherever he was going. It's pretty neat. And then he has 2 abilities. Gravity Suit is also an overall ability of super strength. When Vulture hit opposing characters modify speed by -3 until your next turn. So he hits them so hard they can't move very fast anymore. And then Swoop, charge and sidestep. When Vulture uses charge after resolutions, he may immediately use sidestep as free, even if he has already used it this turn. Sinister Syndicate, he has sidestep, energy shield deflection, combat reflexes, close combat expert, and power. And then, of course, details on the rally. So I got the super rare Spider Man, which everybody's like, oh man, he's awesome. And he really is. He's a 200-point character. And I was looking at this, I'm like, boy, this looks familiar. And I realized why. His sculpt looks almost like the Psychic Spider Man from um, the War of the Realms, I think. Yeah. So anyway, it's kind of good. Kind of cool. I liked with the webs. He's holding onto the webs. It's pretty neat. So this Spider-Man, 200 points, very tough. Wall crawler team ability, of course. Avengers, Spider-Man's family, celebrity, reporter, and scientist. He has also toughness and willpower all the time down his dial. You can see how crazy this dial is. So much stuff on it. He has fight like a man. Can I convince you to fight like a spider? Flurry, hypersonic. So when he uses hypersonic, he may instead make up to 2 close attacks. And then he has spider senses tingling. So he has a stop a point on his dial, and then regeneration, super senses, and Spider-Man has safeguard outwit, which is awesome. But you can see how many different abilities he has. He's just really cool. All right. The last one I got was Carnage Rocket. So in this set, if you look on the side of the box, there are several Carnage characters. So I got Rocket, and hopefully we get another one out of this brick. But Carnage Rocket has Guardians of the Galaxy, Symbiote, Animal, and Monster. And he has Let There Be Carnage, Plasticity, and Shape Change. And when a friendly character with the symbiote keyword KOs one or more opposing characters after resolutions, heal Carnage Rocket one click, and he may heal past his starting line this way. So you can see you can start at the red line and then heal him up, and you actually save yourself 25 points on the team build. So that's pretty cool. And he can target himself with this because it's friendly. He's friendly to himself. He also has, oh, the stuff I'm gonna make out of your bones. When Carnage Rocket KOs one or more opposing characters, friendly characters with the symbiote keyword modify attack and defense +1 until your next turn. So he actually gets a boost up for that turn. And then finally, his attack, it's a gun that eats people, and it's hungry. Steel energy, but with close or range attacks, which is very cool. The only thing with steel energy is if you start him on his red line, he can't heal past that. Only with his first ability, Let There Be Carnage. He has Guardian's team ability, so this character's combat values can't be modified by opposing characters' effects. So um, he can't be perplexed, down, or anything. But you can see he's got running shot, stealth, penetrating psychic blast, super senses, willpower, regeneration, outwit, probability control, and range combat expert. So a pretty good dial for 75 or 50 points. And here's the sculpt just to show you. I love the way it was, it's Rocket with his guns, but then it's the Carnage symbiote, which they did a really good job on. All right. And there are checklists in this set, which is really cool. So you have a checklist to see all the different characters that we're going to see. If you can actually see them, there we go. And there's a whole series of Spider-Gwen stuff or Gwen stuff in here. So we'll put this away. This is the one I have. And then there are some hints cards, which are really cool. And they have ads on the back, so you can shop the Heroclix collection if you want to use that. But there's things to talk about using characters together, Hydro Man and Rhino, Chameleon, and Scorpion. So very cool stuff. All right, let's get into the first, the extra brick or the extra block that I have, the pack that I have, and open that up. All right, go ahead and cut this side too while we're at it. Try not to hurt myself. I say that every time. It's worked so far. All right. So there's some couple duplicates here, but a couple that I don't have yet, so that's awesome. We've got an extra Jameson, an extra Venom. Put those guys up here with my extras. So yeah, out of all of the four bricks or the four boxes packs that I opened already, I only really got these as duplicates. For some weird reason, I got two Hydromans and a Gwen. Oh, shoot, sorry. I'm working with limited space here, people. Get moved and we'll have a little more space. So I got two extra Hydromans, which is funny. And one of the guys at our release event pulled a Hydroman, but his dial was blank. There was nothing on the dial, so that was crazy. So duplicates there, and then the extra Gwen, Matrix Gwen, dodging something. All right, and so far then we got the Jameson and Venom duplicates, so we'll put those guys up here too. Get them out of the way. And it looks like we have a few to look at here. So there's the Venom and the Jameson. We'll put those up there with the stack. Then we have another checklist. So we have, all right, number 24. So this is going to be, here we go. So first off is Speed Demon. Very neat sculpt there. The Speed's one of the speedsters of the Marvel Universe, right? So he has Rally 6. He's a Masters of Evil, Sinister Syndicate, Thunderbolts, and Speedster. Free, remove one of Speed Demon's Rally dice to move up to 6 squares. That's cool. And that's a 6 on an opposing attack roll. Sinister Syndicate, and you can see his dial is really pretty consistent. Hypersonic, Precision Strike, and Super Senses all the way down for 50 points. It's not bad. All right, Shocker. Take a look at his click. That's cool. Classic Shocker look to him. Nice. He also has a Rally 6, opposing attack rolls with a 6. Remove one of Shocker's Rally dice. If you do, this turn friendly characters with Syndicate team ability have knockback, which is awesome. And his dial, pretty good for 50 or 35 points. You can see he's got Running Shot, Sidestep, Penetrating Psychic Blast, Toughness, and Exploit Weakness. And then we have Symbiote, just plain old Symbiote. And this is one of the non-prime figures, so it's 43A, one of the rares, which is cool. Symbiote has Symbiote, Cosmic, and Monster. Finding a new host. When Symbiote's KO'd after resolutions, you may equip a number S006 Symbiote Black equipment from your sideline onto a friendly character within 4 squares of the square it's last occupied. If there is no friendly character within 4 squares, you may instead generate that equipment from your sideline in the square Symbiote last occupied. So there's that. And then it also has We Are Venom, Charge, Leap, Climb, Plasticity, and Stealth, and Alien Life Form, Super Senses, and Toughness. When Symbiote's dealt damage from Energy Explosion or Quake, also given an action token. And has Leap, Climb, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Steel, Energy, and Shape Change. So pretty cool. All right, so let's put these guys away here. Let's figure out what our next ones are. So we're in 20 through here. I use the sleeves. I'll talk about this a little bit. I use the sleeves to organize the figures. So we're at 21, 22, 23 here with Silver Sable. And then 24 is Speed Demon. And that's it for that one. So the rest of these guys will just go in the pile and we'll cycle them in as we get to their numbers. All right. So not great starting off to have two duplicates already. But I will take a look here real quick. We had an event, like I said, the release event, and there's the Negative Zone Spider-Man or Negative Spider-Man, which was cool. And so that's Spider-Man team ability, of course. Negative Zone, Spider-Man family, reporter, and scientist. Passing through the distortion field once per turn. When an opposing character uses phasing or teleport after resolutions, you may roll a d6. On a 4, 5, or 6, that character can't use defense powers until the end of your next turn. It's nice. And then I've got more tricks up my sleeve, charge, flurry, and sidestep for the first 3 clicks. 75 points, and it's pretty powerful. You can see charge, super senses, super strength, super senses, combat reflexes, perplex for the first click, and then for clicks 4 and 5, and close combat expert for the rest of those. So a decent click, and we had enough at the event for everybody who was there to get one. So that was really nice. All right. I like to keep them in their plastic just because that's just how I am. All right. Well, let's get into the brick and see where we go from here. So next up is our first pack in this brick. I try to cut the tape on all 3 sides just so I can open it up. I missed that side, but whatever, close enough. So I can open it up this way on both ends, and it's easy to break down the box for recycling because, like to be environmentally friendly. All right, so we have a couple duplicates again. We have an extra Silver Sable. We have an extra Aunt May. But we also got Scorpion, which is really cool. And Black Cat. And she is ridiculous in this set. And he's a cop. I think he's a cop. All right, so let's open up our pack. So we have another hint card, which we already had. Sable and Aunt May go away. So we have number 3, police officer. Let's take a look at these. The sculpt, point his finger, hey, you, I'm a police officer. And then you can have your character say, you'll never catch me, coppa. Yeah, whatever. All right. So he's number 3. We'll put him in there in that sleeve. Police team ability when when an adjacent friendly character makes a ranged attack, modify the target's defense -1 if the target is within line of fire of this character. And for 15 points, not bad as a support character. Plasticity, toughness, range combat expert, and empower. All right, so we'll put him in the stack. He is right between Jameson and Mary Jane. Okay. Black Cat is number 9. Take a look at her with her whip. And that's very cool. The end of the whip there, you can see little teeth on it. It's pretty neat. Her sculpt is very cool. Very nice. She is number 9 in the set. Hero for Hire, Magia. I'm going to say Magia. Um, Spider-Man family martial artist. How unlucky. She has giant reach and giant reach of 2. Opposing characters within 4 squares have safeguard, friendly, probability control. So if she's within 4 squares of any of your opposing characters, they cannot use probability control, which really sucks. She's got Spider-Man family or Spider-Man team ability as well. We know, and then stealth and leap climb, and she's also got underworld team ability and all that stuff on her dial. So pretty decent for 40 or 20 points. I think she's almost a no-brainer to add in any Spider-Man team just because of her unlucky ability. It's so stupid. I only say it's stupid because I got it used against me, and that's all. All right, so she's number 9 right here by Venom. And then Scorpion. Scorpion has uh, a cool sculpt. And I think he's the 2099. Yeah, he's the 2099 Scorpion, which is very cool. So he's actually like a mutated uh, character. But yeah, he's got Sinister Syndicate, Animal, and Future. And he's got Rally of 6 on your opposing attack rolls. Giant Reach of 3 and Poison. When Scorpion hits, you may remove one of his rally dice to have a hit character gain immobile until your next turn. And he has Scorpion DNA, so he has Charge, Leap, Climb. And you can see a pretty decent dial, 50 points or 30 points. He's got Sinister Syndicate team ability and all that stuff. Force Blast, which you don't see Force Blast a lot, but very cool. All right, he's number 35, so we'll put him down here in the rare stack. And then we'll see, so we're at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30s. So we'll go ahead and put away Sarah Jessica Parker. Yeah, no, just kidding. 25, 27. And Shocker is 29. All right. Let's get into the next one. Next. No duplicates. Big money, no whammies, right? Sorry, my new box cutter is so sharp. Sometimes instead of cutting the tape, it'll just cut right through the cardboard, and it doesn't allow me to really open the pack that way. Ooh, we got something fancy. Several fancy somethings. Very cool. Some Venomy fancy somethings and fun stuff. All right, let's see. Now we got an extra Spider Gwen. Throw her over there in the leftover Gwen pile. Sandman. That's super rare. Um, Oh, Venom Thanos. That's fancy. Boomerang and Kingpin. All right. Before we do that, just to try to get things organized here, so we are looking at 30, 1, 2, 3. We'll put Beetle away into 33. And Scorpion is 35. Almost there. It's nice to get them organized and up off of the table at least, you know what I mean? So, all right, let's see. We'll open our pack. We know we had the extra Gwen, so we'll take her card off. All right, that is a horrible sound. Checklist again. Get rid of the Spider Gwen. And then we will organize these. Okay, first up is Sandman. And he's got a cool sculpt this time. Makes him gigantic, which is awesome. He's got the mace on one hand, giant sand hand on the other, giant long sand butt as well that he's on. It's a neat sculpt. And he's number 11. So we'll go ahead and put him away right by Hydro Man. I really should have done the one where they merge together. That was one of my favorite stories, Sandman. Anyway, um, they make like Mudman or whatever. He's Avengers, Frightful Four, Sinister Syndicate, and Rally for sixes on your opponent's attack rolls. Super Senses. When Sandman uses it, after resolutions generate a hindering terrain marker. He leaves a little sand behind. Free, remove one of Sandman's rally dice to place him in a square with one of his hindering terrain markers. If you do, remove the marker and heal him one click, just like Hydro Man. Very cool. He's got Giant Reach, 2 Quake and Poison, which is awesome. So he can Quake and Poison at the same time. That is amazing. Sinister Syndicate, as you can see, Charge, Plasticity, Poison, and Vulnerability Regeneration. Close Combat Expert and Exploit Weakness. I really like that he's got Poison on his attack. That is amazing. I love a good Poisoner. That's cool. All right, he's number 11. Let's try to put him away like that. Okay. Next up is Boomerang. Boomerang's a pretty cool sculpt. His rangs on the back there. And he's number 28. 25, 6, 27, 28. He's going to go here between Spider Woman and Shocker. And his die, here's his card is cool. Masters of Evil, Sinister Syndicate, and Thunderbolts. Rally of 6. Once per turn, when Boomerang makes a range attack after resolutions, you may remove one of his rally dice to make a range attack, targeting a single different opposing character. So if he's got dice, you attack, you can attack again. Really cool. What goes around comes around once per turn. When Boomerang would miss a range attack by 2 or less, you may re-roll that attack roll. And he's got 60 or 45 points. There's his dial. And Sinister Syndicate and all of those abilities. It's nice. All right, he is 28, so we'll put him right there. All right, and then we have Kingpin in all of his fat pride glory here. He's looking a little bent. There's a pill for that now. Yeah, so pretty cool sculpt. Kingpin with his staff there. Um, and he is 37A, so there's a prime of him as well. Power Elite, Sinister Syndicate, the Hand Politician Ruler. He has Sinister Syndicate team ability. My sparring partners don't always live long. Free, you can turn the Kingpin's dial to a same click number of different color. So this is again attack and defense. He's got Financier. The Kingpin and friendly characters within 6 squares are considered adjacent to each other for the purposes of the Sinister Syndicate team ability. So 45 points for all of that stuff on his dial. And he's got the Kingpin of Crime, Leadership and Outwit. And when the Kingpin uses Leadership and succeeds, you may instead generate a number 003 police officer on click 1. Then he's got Stealth, Charge, Mastermind, Invulnerability, Toughness, and Close Combat Expert. That's cool. All right, so that'll be on our next sleeve. And finally, super rare. First super rare from the packs. Venom Thanos. Very, very cool. I love that. That is so awesome. That sculpt is really neat. It's a great super rare. Hopefully he is beefy huge, like I hope he will be. He can be a 250, 125, or 50 points. He's the Black Order, minions of Thanos, symbiote, cosmic deity, monster, and ruler. And he has cosmic power, team ability. Symbiotic fusion, plasticity, and super senses. If Venom Thanos is within 4 squares in line of fire of an opposing character, he can't be targeted by range attacks. His dial is huge. That's all I can say. It is really, really cool. All right. He has the universe will be ours. Leadership. Free. Choose one to use until your next turn. Phasing teleport, close combat expert, mind control, probability control, shape change, or steal energy. If Venom Thanos succeeded with leadership this turn, he has friendly characters with the symbiote or monster keyword within range can use the chosen power. He has lethal Titan. Giant reach of 3. When Venom Thanos hits, after resolutions, you may choose a hit character to gain immobile until your next turn. We will not be disrespected. Has stop, battle fury, exploit weakness. So he has the stop on his damage here, here, and here. Okay. And then he has, of course, cosmic energy team ability, has willpower, and this character has safeguard outwit, which is uncopyable. And you can see hypersonic, charge, flurry, precision strike, invincible, impervious, and vulnerability, exploit weakness, and outwit. And that's a pretty decent dial. 250 points. He might be a lot of fun to play. All right, I really like that. That is awesome. Let's put him in the stack. 52. All right, that was great. So our first super rare of the set, definitely worth pulling. All right. Hopefully we'll get a couple more decent super rares and a chase or a prime out of this one. I'm hoping for a chase because I really like the Carnage characters, but the Gwen characters would be good too. I'd take either one of them. All right. And we got some Spider-Mans. Some Spider-Mans. Let's see. We got an extra Sandman, so that's all right. We got a different hints card. We got a hint card for Ghost Spider and Craven the Hunter. Okay. Ghost Spider's number 7. Oh, is that the one I keep calling Spider-Gwen? I think it is. Must be. Sorry. Okay, so Sandman is extra, we know. We'll take him out. Put him in our stack there. We have a hints card. We have Sandman. All right. And we have 2 Spider-Man and Spiderling and the Lizard. So let's pop the first. Well, let's pick them all out of the sleeve first. Come on, Lizard. They didn't want to come out. All right. So 35 was Scorpion. We got him in place. Kingpin is 37A, so 35, 36, 37A. Put him in here. 37A, B, 39, or 38, 39. So we still only get one figure in there, but that's okay. We have Spider-Man number 1. So both Spider-Man clicks have the same sculpt, so we don't have to look at both of them. But one is common, and that is the common Spider-Man here. Sorry, a little blurry. It's a nice sculpt. Okay, and I'll put him away behind of J. Jonah Jameson. Facing the same way. And Spidey, this first Spidey has wall crawler, of course, getting guns off the street one bad guy at a time. He has incapacitate when Spider-Man uses it after resolutions. Hit characters can't make range attacks until their next turn, so he steals their guns. 40 points, decent dial for Spider-Man team ability, running shot, sidestep, all that good stuff. Very cool, and that is number one. For okay, yep. No, that is Spider-Gwen. It says Ghost Spider, but it's Spider-Gwen. All right, Spiderling is next up, and this is Anime Parker. Very cool sculpt there. Awful scrawny. She needs a sandwich. All right, so she is number 10 in the set. Spider-Man family has wall crawler, more wisecracks than my dad. Perplex, when Spiderling uses it to target an opposing character after resolutions, roll a d6. On a 5 or 6, give the target character an action token. Nice. Um, she has a decent dial there for 40 points. And Spider-Man team ability, running shot, flurry, super senses, and perplex. So she is number 10. Put her here. She goes right before Sandman at the bottom of the second sleeve. Trying not to push him off the edge there. Next up is our uncommon Spider-Man. Same sculpt. We know that already. Wall crawler, team ability. He has Spider-Man, family, reporter, and scientist. Pretty decent dial for 60 points. Charge and leap climb, super strength, and then whatever his defense ability is, and battle fury. So he's got my spider sense, singling, something behind me. Super senses. When Spider-Man uses it and succeeds after resolutions, deal 1 penetrating damage to an adjacent opposing character that didn't make the attack, and he's protected from outwit. Very cool. All right, so that is number 17. Put him in the stack here. 17. Mr. Negative. Yeah, some of these, it's interesting how the sleeves feel a little different, like a little thicker. I thought maybe we had two together there, but we don't. Just thicker plastic than some of these other ones that are a little more flimsy. Strange. And then finally, the lizard in this pack. Lizard has a cool sculpt. Definitely lizardy. Like, hey, take a picture of my good side. All right. Sinister Syndicate, Animal Monster Scientist. He has Rally of 6 with Regeneration for free. Remove one of Lizard's Rally dice to use Regeneration as free. Tail Whip. So watch me tail whip, watch me nay nay, right? Tail whip, free, make an attack targeting a character that has targeted the lizard since your last turn. 90 points or 50 points, a huge dial, tons of stuff on there. Sinister Syndicate team ability and all of that stuff. He has hypersonic speed, charge with swimming on his movement, blades, claws, fangs, toughness, combat reflexes, shape change, battle fury, and close combat expert. So all around a really decent dial. So that's going to be 39, 37A. So that's actually going to fit on our last point here on our uh, this sleeve with Kingpin. So that's good. All right. Okay, we're almost no, not even halfway through. We're on pack number 3 from this box, from this brick. And let me know, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate that. Definitely want to get more people watching and participating. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. The game itself is a lot of fun. I've gotten back into playing it in the last, couple months. It's just a fun game. It's a good opportunity to get together with some people and interact. It's a very strategic game, so you're really thinking as you're building your teams and putting stuff together. So all right, this one looks like we got a couple duplicates. We got another hint card that we already had. Oh yeah, we didn't really look at the hint card before. I know it says Ghost Spider, but it says Spider Gwen. Ghost Spider's drive-by webbing lets her give an action token to a character she moves through without even needing an attack roll. So then Craven, so you can use the two of them together. It just kind of shows you how you can do that. So pretty neat. All right, so we have an extra Shocker and an extra Gwen Stacy. Oh no, maybe we don't. Oh yeah, we do. Um, okay, so we duplicated both of them, which is sad because those are both uncommons, but that's all right. We'll take them out. So we also got a Bullseye, a Punisher, and a Matt Murdock. All the three Men in Black from this set, huh? And there I go throwing the plastic on the floor. All right, so we are at 39, 40, and 41. Doctor Strange. 42, 43A is our symbiote. All right, I think that's gonna just about do us as we get into the super rares. You tend to not have a full sleeve of super rares at any given time. So um, all right, so the symbiote goes in there, and then if we happen to pull the prime symbiote, we'll put that in there. All right, commons. Matt Murdock first up, and he's like, "I'm blind. Look at this paper." So Matt Murdock, the blind lawyer. All right. He has Marvel Knights, Spider Man family, celebrity martial artist, a really good lawyer. He has Perplex, and when Matt Murdock uses it to target an opposing character, that character's combat values can't be positively modified or replaced until your next turn. Very nice. Spider Man team ability, and he's got a decent dial for 30 points. And you can see Leap Climb, Combat Reflexes, and Perplex. That's good. And he's number 6. 3, 4, 6. All right, so he's going to go in this, completing our second sleeve of characters from this set. So we'll set him aside. And next up is Bullseye. Bullseye has a neat sculpt this time too. It's supposed to be a playing card, but it's gigantic. Looks more like like a cell phone. Dark Avengers, Sinister Syndicate, the Hand, Thunderbolts Assassin, and Martial Artist. Rally of 6. When Bullseye makes a range attack, you may remove 2 of his die to replace both dice in the attack roll. Nice. You still don't get it, do you? Range +3, range combat expert. Wow. For the first 3 clicks, he's pretty tough. Sinister Syndicate and all of those abilities. All right, he's number 14. Right before Aunt May. Okay, and then finally, we have the Punisher ninja guy. This is like the new Punisher. Still Frank, but it's whatever. Ninja Demon Punisher guy. All right. He has Marvel Knights, the Hand, Assassin, Marvel Artist, and Soldier. Martial Artist. A power that defies death itself. Leadership, Mastermind, Stealth. When the Punisher uses leadership, it succeeds. You may instead generate a 005 Hand Ninja on click 1 or a 021 Hand Ninja on click 1. If a 6 was rolled, you may instead generate both. Pretty beefy dial for 75 points. He also has Answer My Question, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Penetrating, and Psychic Blast, or Pick Up Your Gun, Empower, Range Combat Expert. Masters of Evil, when an adjacent friendly character makes a close attack, modify the target's defense -1 if the target is adjacent to this character, and then he has Team Player and all of those abilities. Pretty good. So number 42, I think, yeah, we put him right before our symbiote. So he goes in here. All right. That's that so far. We'll get into the next one. All righty. We are into the next booster. So this is number 4 out of 10. Already feels like we've opened so many. But yeah, I know I went through a few with you there beforehand, so taking a little time. And things will go faster. Obviously, we're going to run into more duplicates as we go. I see one right away there. Two, three, hopefully not a whole sleeve of dupes, but that happens sometimes. Actually, yes, it is an entire sleeve of duplicates. So let's just take a look at the cards real quick and make sure. Oh, the only thing not duplicated is our hints card, which says Spider-Man uncommon and the Mary Jane common. Um, those are the things you can build the team around, so that's kind of cool. All right, we'll put that in our hint stack. So we have the Daredevil already. We have the uncommon Spider-Man, common Aunt May, common Spider-Link, common J. Jonah Jameson. All of those duplicates. So we'll just set them. I'm gonna pop them out of here because I need to have the sleeve. But I'm gonna throw those. I do want one more sleeve. But we did get uh, an equipment, which is cool. I didn't know there was equipment in this set, except for the symbiote. So we're going to go ahead first off and add in, put Daredevil in here at 44. You know what we can do? I want to check something real quick just to make sure that I'm organizing my sleeve appropriately. So we have a 37 A and B, which we got the Kingpin. We have a 30 or 43 A and B, 47 A and B, 47. Okay, so are we moving into, yes, so 44, 45, 46, 47 A and B. So that'll be here. Um, so that'll be this sleeve if we happen to get the Iron Spider or the Prime Iron Spider. So that only leaves us four characters, and there are three super rares in a chase that we don't have a sleeve for yet. So that's very cool. Okay, so yeah, we'll go ahead and put these all together in the stack here. Um, so yeah, we got the Billy Clubs. We'll take them out of the thing here. I like how they've done these with the little triangle, the pyramid, or whatever to put them on, so they show them off. The Billy Clubs there, very neat. We put them back in there. The Billy Clubs in the first sleeve. So Billy Clubs are equipment. Indestructible, qualifying name Daredevil, qualifying keywords none, equip any, unequip drop. Has leap climb if you have these, and this character gains an extra targeting. That's cool, an extra target. You can assign equipment during force construction. You can assign this equipment to a standard character or your starting force by paying its cost. If that character matches a qualifying name or qualifying keyword, you may instead assign it, I'm sorry, without paying its cost. So if you've got Daredevil in your team, it doesn't cost anything. Otherwise, it costs 5 points. Okay. You can equip any and equip unequip drop. And yeah, that's it. So that's very cool. Shoot. I knocked Thanos over. No. So I'll put him at the end there as our equipment. All right. I'm going to just have to start a little box of extras for these eventually. Eventually. All right, next. See, that was a quick one. They were all duplicates, except for the equipment. So, yeah, let me know, if you're playing and you need some figures, you are looking for anything here that's not part of my set that you're interested in that are dupes. Let me know. We'll work something out. I do trades as well. So if you've got stuff that maybe from my other sets that I don't have, or if you want to send me your list, I'll see what I can come up with. We'll work something out with her. So, all right, we have another super out of here. So very cool. Um, so our Hint card is the same old, same old. Actually, this entire pack is new, so that's awesome. We didn't get any duplicates this time. Very, very cool. So we have the Spider Supreme, which is Spider-Man, Doctor Strange thing. I think that's from the uh, the warp things. We have the Chameleon. We have a Moon Knight, which is nice. Moon Knight's pretty cool too. Moon Knight's similar to Black Cat in one of his abilities, so we'll talk about that here in a minute. And then yeah, so that gives us another sleeve. Even if it's curled like somebody was smoking a cigar next to it. What the heck happened there? Um, all right, so Daredevil, we were saying, and then Iron Spider, 47, 48. So after 47, 48 would be Vulture. This here, um, get him back in there without hurting him. Maybe the other way. This way first. Nope. There we go. All right, 37, or that's 48. Um, 49, 50, 51, 52. The Venom Thanos will go in there, and then we'll just put the extra pieces in this one as well. So, but at least it gets a couple of these locked in and protected. And then we'll put in Spider-Man and Rockets and our Spider-Man um, Ellie that we got. So there's that. Okay. So for the new ones, that gives us some space to work on now. So that's good. All right. So we have super rare, we have an uncommon and a rare Mysterio. And then we have, let's go with the Hand Ninja first. So the Hand Ninja, there's two of these in the set. There's a black one and a red one. And they're kind of opposite colors like you'd expect. This one is the stealthy one instead of being the one that can do extra damage, which is the other one. So this one has the hand, assassin, martial artist, and mystical. Again, this one could be generated by Punisher, so we don't forget that. Smoke Cloud is free, but only to generate two markers. And when adjacent, then it has Masters of Evil. We know what that is. So 20 points for these. Stealth, Charge, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Combat Reflexes, and Regeneration. And that is number 5. So we'll finish off our first sleeve with that and get that out of the way. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go, right? Yeah. If you know what the movie that's from, put it in the comments. Maybe you'll win something. All right, Moon Knight, next up. Cool sculpt. All right. It's every one of these looks like dance moves. You know, he's like, I don't know what he's doing, but anyway. Avengers, Defenders, Heroes for Hire, Marvel Knights, Midnight Suns, Detective, and Mystical. Mystical, but not a mystic team ability, which is kind of crappy, right? Right. Come on, really? He's got Hunter's Moon, Leap, Climb, Stealth, and Willpower. And for free, you choose an opposing character within range, and until your next turn, the chosen character can't use Stealth or Willpower. That is very interesting. Now, it's within range, but not line of sight. So if you were playing him against a Batman family, they couldn't use Stealth, which is awesome. So he's got a pretty good dial for 60 or 35 points. Spider-Man, team ability, and running shot, charge, precision strike, toughness, combat reflexes, perplex, and close combat expert. So he's decent for 13 points, or for 60 points or 35 points. He is number 13 on the countdown. So we are right here, finishing off another sleeve of characters. I think we'll get all of our commons hopefully out of here. So that's 3 out of the way. All right. Next up is Chameleon. And Chameleon, I know this is taking a little longer, but this is a brand new set. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this. Going through all the pieces, seeing all the different characters. I love looking at the sculpts, they are very cool. Chameleon is number 19 in the set, has Modoc's 11, Sinister Syndicate, Assassin, and Spy. Rally of 6 on your opponent's die rolls, attack rolls. Shape change, and then for free, you can remove one of Chameleon's rally dice to choose a single based standard opposing character within 4 squares and line of fire. Chameleon and the chosen character are placed in each other's squares, so they get to swap. That's cool. Access granted. Friendly characters with Sinister Syndicate have team player as well. Pretty good dial for 30 points. Wow. Sinister Syndicate, and of course, stealth, sidestep, super senses, combat reflexes, outwit, and exploit weakness. So he's good. 19, I can't remember what we left off on. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that finishes off another sleeve. And that gets all of our commons out of the way now. So we have Spidey, Jameson, Cop, Mary Jane, Hand Ninja, Murdoch, Spider Gwen, Venom, Black Cat, Spiderling, Sandman, Hydra Man, Moon Knight, Bullseye, Aunt May, Miles Morales. Those are our commons. And then Spider Man, Mr. Negative, we're adding in Chameleon and Gwen Stacy. So we're missing number 20, 21, and 22. So, okay, we'll go on to that next. All right, let's see here. How about Mysterio? I like the sculpt for Mysterio. I really do. I think they did a good job with this. This is from Spider-Man Unlimited, but very cool with the clouds, the cloudy stuff behind of him. I think that's really neat. All right, so Mysterio is number 32. So we're at 25, 30, 31, 32, right here before Beetle. And Mysterio's dial for 40 points. Pretty good. He has Rally of 6, remove one of Mysterio's Rally dice to generate a Mysterio Illusion Bystander. We look at that on the back. He also has Probability Control, Shape Change. When Mysterio uses Shape Change and succeeds after resolutions, you may generate a Mysterio Illusion Bystander. And here is the Mysterio Illusion Bystander. It's 6 movement, 9 attack, 16 defense, and 0 damage. All right, but he does have Mind Control, and he does have Poison, and he does have Super Senses, and then he does have what's the blue on I don't know what that I don't remember what that is. I was gonna grab one of the things. I'm gonna have to buy one of the box sets that has the different powers on it. But anyway, that was very cool. So that one, 32. I'll put him in the stack here. Like I said, right before Beetle. And finally, Spider Supreme. Burrito Supreme. He's got the big plate. So he's got the plate for nachos. Doctor Strange just had the little dinner plates, but he's got the nacho plate. Very cool. All right. Spider Supreme has all kinds of stuff going on. He's Avengers, Defenders, Spider Man Family, Warp World, Detective, Mystical, and Soldier. That's Warp World. That's what I was thinking. He also has multiple team abilities. Looks like Mystic, Cosmic, and Spider Man. I'm used to being 4 people in one. When Spider-Man Supreme is KO'd by an attack before removing him from the game, you may generate up to 2 characters named Arachnite, Captain America, Doctor Strange, Moon Knight, Spider-Man, or Soldier Supreme from your sideline on their last non-KO clicks, then heal them each 2 clicks. The generated characters can't share a name, and the total points of the generated characters must be equal to or less than Spider Supreme's point value. This game, the generated characters aren't scored when they are KO'd. So he's a 250 point character, and he's got a ton of stuff on his dial. Look at that dial. Flipping back and forth between Perplex and Outwit, and finally Probability Control. Um, yeah, Running Shot, to Charge, to Hypersonic. Jeez, all kinds of stuff. So then he says, can't solve the multiverse's problems until we deal with this. Super senses, Spider Supreme takes a maximum of 1 damage from attacks made by opposing characters that didn't begin on an opponent's starting force. He's got magic shields, stop, regeneration, and toughness. So he does that twice. Cosmic energy, willpower, of course. The character has safeguard, outwit, and uncopyable. Mystics we know, Spider-Man we know, and all of those fancy abilities. He is pretty tough for a 55 pointer. So we'll put him aside here in the stack. Super rare, very neat. And he goes right before the the big old Spider-Man. So, all right, we got 4 left. Let's go, right? You're saying, hey, I've already been here an hour and 15 minutes. What are you doing to me? Sorry. Hopefully you find this entertaining. Are you not entertained? Right? Yes, whatever. Stop it with the stupid movie references. We don't get half of them anyway. I hope you do, but you know, if you don't, okay. So there's a cop and a hand ninja, and that's okay because we actually need more cops and hand ninjas. Oh hey, there is the bombastic bagman and goblin and prowler. Nice. Okay, that is not a bad set so far. So we got the cop and we got the ninjas, so we'll put them away. Get 3 out of this. That's pretty good. I feel like they lied to me about the sets being the same, but maybe not. All right, so extras. Um, all right, let's look at Prowler first, right? Prowler is awesome. Look at that sculpt. Very cool. Okay, Prowler is number 25 in the set. Mafia, and Sinister Syndicate. Rally 6. It's got Smoke Cloud, remove 1 of his dice to use Smoke Cloud as free. Charge, Sidestep, and Stealth. And then down to Sidestep, he's got Blades, Claws, Fangs, Toughness, Exploit, Weakness, and Perplex, and Sinister Syndicate team ability. And that's Ultimate Prowler from Ultimate Spider-Man. Very cool. All right, so we'll put him right after Speed Demon, right here in our first sleeve. So yeah, I'm still missing those 2. I'm not sure what those are. I could look at the list, but why not be surprised, right? Um, that's Silver Sable, right? Oh, I guess it's the uncommon Hand Ninja and the uncommon Matt Murdock, which we have not seen yet. So to make sure we didn't get a duplicate, and I was like, oh, duplicates, and threw them away, but I didn't throw them away. But Bombastic Bagman. This was when Spider-Man was trying to join Fantastic Four, and he didn't have his costume, right? 34 out of the set. Fantastic Four, Spider-Man Family, and Celebrity. My kind of allies. When establishing theme teams, characters on your starting force with the Fantastic Four keyword gain the Spider-Man Family keyword. Rally 4, and this is green, so it's on everybody's attack rolls. Free, you can remove 1 of Bombastic Bagman's rally dice. If you do, until your next turn, Bombastic Bagman has, when a friendly character within range is KO'd after resolutions, heal all friendly characters 1 click. Wow, nice. Very nice dial for 75 points or 35 points. And he also has, for old time's sake, stop super senses. When Bombastic Bagman uses it and fails after resolutions, you may deal damage to the attacker equal to the result. If Bombastic Bagman has 4 or more rally dice, the damage dealt is penetrating. Wow. Fantastic Four team ability. When this character is KO'd after resolutions, each other friendly character using his team ability heals 1 click. And then, of course, all of those powers. So he's pretty decent for a nice rare. Number 34. We'll put him in the stack here. Right before Scorpion. Right there. Yeah, he's a good Spider-Man version for sure. And a super rare green goblin. super rare non-prime Green Goblin. So very cool sculpt. Classic Goblin stance on the glider. I love the trail of flame and smoke. That is so cool. All right, so let's look at Goblin. Dark Avengers, Sinister Syndicate, and Scientist. It's got a rally of 6, Perplex, and for free, remove one of his dice. If you do, when he uses Perplex this turn, to target an opposing character, he may modify the chosen combat value by -2 instead. If the target opposing character has a Spider-Man family keyword, he may instead modify all combat values -1, including damage. Wow. He can be played for 100 points, 75, or 40. All that crazy stuff. He also has Form the Sinister Syndicate, Leadership. At the beginning of the game, you may replace up to 5 other friendly characters with the same number of characters from your sideline on their starting clicks. All replacement and replaced characters must have the Sinister Syndicate keyword and different names. The total points of the replacement characters can't exceed the total points of the replaced characters. That's pretty cool. This is a great character. Really, really neat. All right, so we'll put Goblin. We'll go ahead and put Goblin back in there, and we'll put him here, and we'll put him in the stack 53A. So there is a prime of him too. So we'll have to see what if we get that. Um, maybe it's not out of this brick. Maybe we have to get another brick because this is a cool set. All right, we haven't seen any of the primes or the chases yet, so maybe that's coming next. I don't know. Nope. So we did get Elektra, it looks like, or Daredevil, whatever she is, and some dupes. And we got the other ninja. All right, so that's the other Spider-Man and Moon Knight. We got Speed Demon duplicates and another checklist, so we'll put those back here. We'll just take Elektra out, Daredevil, sorry, the uncommon hand ninja, and the rest of these guys are extras, so we'll just leave them. We'll leave them in the sleeve for now, just put them aside. Okay. So, hand ninja. This is the black hand ninja that should be red if he was color coded appropriately. But maybe he's a ninja and therefore you're supposed to not know, right? It's cool. He is a hand assassin, martial artist, and mystical. Kusarigama, Blades, Claws, Fangs, and Giant Reach 2 with the cool weapons that he has. 20 points for 3 clicks of damage, sidestep, super senses, regeneration, and power, empower. So nice. 21. So he goes here at the beginning of this first sleeve. We're just looking for that uncommon Matt Murdock and a rare Daredevil. This is the Daredevil Elektra one. Very cool. Nice sculpt though. Her sai are really thick though, like I feel like I don't know, like she's holding some silver painted sausages in her hands. They just seem really big. Marvel Knights, hand, assassin, martial artist, and warrior. The weak shall fall. Friendly characters with the hand keyword can use exploit weakness. Let's save the world, Matt. Charge, leap, climb, stealth. When Daredevil hits with a close combat, modify hit character's defense -1 this turn. It's got a decent dial. Sorry, it's blurring out there. 60 points. Very nice stuff all the way up and down. Masters of Evil and Spider-Man team abilities. Flurry, Blades Claws, Super Senses, Combat Reflexes, and Empower. So she is number 36. I'm going to go right before the Kingpin here. Two left. We're almost through it. And these openings for the new sets they always take a little longer. You have to get yourself a bucket of popcorn and just kind of buckle down and watch. No, we still have not gotten a prime or a super or a chase. So we got several super rares, and we got the Thanos and the Goblin and the Supreme. Okay, we got another hints card, same one before. Electro and Daredevil are new, but Miles Morales, Bullseye, and Venom are dupes. So we got different Daredevil and Electro. Get the rest of the guys out of the way and try not to break anything. All right, so Daredevil, number 26. He is the yellow and red mustard and ketchup version of Daredevil. Didn't do a great job at the paint job. It's a little blurred. And then the D is not on his chest. His D is not where it's supposed to be. Okay, sounds like some people I know. Number 26, Heroes for Hire, Marvel Knights, Spider-Man family martial artist. He has radar sense, so he has super senses all the time. Disarming and disabling my opponents. He has incapacitate and precision strike. Spider-Man team ability, 45 points for a nice little dial. Running shot, flurry, energy shield deflection, combat reflexes, and close combat expert. All right, so number 26. Put him right there between Prowler and Spider Woman. Okay. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a minute. It's like, what character am I looking for? Electro. Very cool. I like the Electro classic look, starfish face mask. Electro, Frightful 4, and Sinister Syndicate. He's number 40. Nice rare. He's got Rally 6. Once per turn, when Electro hits with a ranged attack after resolutions, you may remove one of his Rally dice to make a range attack if he occupied the square of a hit character. As if he occupied the square of a hit character. That's very cool. So you can zap and then carry the zap over. So he's got a range of 5, and you could dual target, which is awesome, and hit for 3 on the first 3 clicks. Then use his ability, maximum voltage as well, enhancement and probability control. And then, oh, and then he's got Sinister Syndicate team ability, running shot, sidestep charge, pulse wave, penetrating psychic blast, poison, energy shield deflection, and super senses. Very nice, very nice. Click all the way down. And he is number 40, right before Doctor Strange here. All right, last one. This has got to be the one, right? It's got to either have a super rare, or I'm sorry, a chase or a prime. All right, that looks like our one we need. Plus, we got the Daredevil we're missing. All right, let's see that. We'll look at that in a minute. Um, Murdoch in the red suits. And then these guys, Mary Jane and Hydro Man, we already had. Put them aside. All right. So another hint card we already had as well, which is fine. We'll just skip that. Maybe if I could fight my way out of a plastic bag here. We have Hydro Man, Mary Jane. Throw those away. Um, look at Matt Murdock. First off, Matt Murdock. He is the red suit wearing Matt Murdock, blind lawyer, right? Same as the black sculpt, just red. The hand, celebrity, martial artist, and politician ruler. Matt Murdock, I dig it. Makes a nice hashtag. Leadership mastermind is stealth. When Matt Murdock uses leadership and succeeds, you may instead generate a 005 hand ninja on click 1 or a 021 hand ninja on click 1. If you roll a 6, then you may instead generate both. And, for 60 points, he's got a really good dial. Very tough. 10 steps ahead, Matt Murdock takes a maximum of 1 damage from attacks if he and the attacker share a displayed standard power. Masters of Evil and Underworld team ability, and then, of course, all of those cool abilities. So let's do number 22. So he's going to go right after the Hand Ninja, right here, and that finishes up this sleeve. All right. So our Hand Ninja, Murdock, Silver Sable, Demon, Prowler, um, Daredevil, Spider Woman, Boomerang, and Shocker. And then we are, I think we're done with the uncommons at this point. So now we have Morbius. He is our number 31, first of the rares. Very cool. Nice sculpt, classic Morbius look, right? And he has Midnight Suns, Sinister Syndicate, Spider Man Family, Monster, and Scientist, Hunger for Plasma. Morbius starts the game on click 4, has Steel Energy. When Morbius uses it, he may heal past his starting line. It's Morbius's time, has Stealth. Very nice dial for 50 points. I mean, he starts down, but he can click up above three heals, so that's really cool. 3 clicks above. Sinister Syndicate and Spider Man, and all of those fancy abilities, hypersonic, charge, all that stuff. That's cool. All right, so number 31, he's going to go right here. Yeah, I don't know what we were missing there. We missed number 30. Let's see what's on the list. Rhino. We're missing Rhino. Huh. Okay, so we're missing one uncommon. It's not bad. Missing Rhino. But this is the one that I was really looking forward to. This is our chase from this set, this pack, and it is Carnage Silver Surfer. Very cool, all shiny and silvery. Carnage with the board. It's so cool. Just such a cool sculpt. So Carnage Silver Surfer as Defender, Symbiote, Cosmic, Herald, and Monster. It's number 62. Let there be carnage, elasticity, and shape change when a friendly character with a symbiote keyword KOs one or more opposing characters after resolutions. Heal Carnage Silver Surfer 1 click, and he may heal past his starting line this way. So he could go to 50, and Rocket could start at 50, and when one of them KOs somebody, they can get actually anybody with a symbiote keyword. So we could have the two of them and the symbiote and Venom and all that stuff. Pretty cool. So for 175 points, he's got a really nice dial. Even for 50 points, he's got a very strong dial. And then he has the board must feed hypersonic speed. When Carnage Silver Surfer uses it and hits, after resolution, he may make an attack. So quite familiar with finding food in space, penetrating in psychic blast, steel energy, but with close or range attacks, and cosmic energy. So hypersonic, penetrating psychic blast, invincible, super senses, toughness, regeneration, range combat expert, and exploit weakness. Pretty powerful. All right. So overall, that was a really good brick. That was a really good brick because we got the Chase Carnage Silver Surfer, we got the Thanos um, super rare, we got the Spider Supreme super rare, we got the Goblin super rare, um, we got great rares and uncommons and commons. We finished up our commons, we finished up our uncommons, and we're really only missing one, two, three, four. I think what like 5 rares to have the full set. Because our last rare would be Daredevil. So yeah, we're only missing one, two, three, 4 rares. And actually, oh, actually, I say actually a lot. Actually, I do. We're really missing one rare, 2 rares and 2 primes. Sorry, so we're missing the Prime Kingpin, and we're missing the Prime Symbiote, which is Black Suit Spider-Man. So other than that, we've got a decent set out of just one brick. Now, one brick and 5 other packs, but still, I've gotten 2 chases, 4 super rares, and 5 super rares, just out of a brick and 5, so a brick and a half. Not bad. I will probably look at getting another brick of this, just to try to finish out this set and get some cool new super rares and maybe another chase or a prime. All right. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedules to listen to me talk about stuff and show stuff off. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you go out there and play HeroClix because this is a lot of fun. I love this game. We have local HeroClix at our shop on Tuesday nights, and we play. It's a lot of fun. A good group of guys so far. A good group of folks. But yeah, we'd love to have more. That would be awesome. So yeah, hit me up if you are in the Maryland area where I'm at. Central Maryland. Let me know. We'll talk about it. Thanks for watching. Again, like, share, subscribe, leave some comments, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks.